Whatever James Comey intent, he and people like him need to be held to account according to the law, which is something that he claims to have given his life for and stands by the rule of law. The rule of law says people like him who issue direct threats against the President of the United States, essentially issuing a call to assassinate him, must be held accountable under the law.
The FBI director, and you don't know what that meant assassination. And it says it loud and clear.
If this happened to one of the presidents before Trump, Biden or Obama, and somebody put this, what do you think would happen? All right, did you just see what happened? James Comey, former FBI director, posted something online that people are saying was coded for assassination. And now Trump's not holding back. Whether you're following politics or just watching this unfold now, this is serious, so let's break it down together. Stay with me as we watch this interview. And to be fair, 86, the actual term for that, means to remove from a place. Like if you were in a restaurant and they 86'd you, it means they removed you from there. But some are saying this 8647, which was posted, is saying get rid of him. Not at 86, remove him from the building. 86, remove him permanently.
Did you see this thing with the former FBI director, James Comey?
I did. I just saw it on the news.
You know, he puts up this post showing 8647 in the sand, saying cool shell formation on a beach walk. Your director of national intelligence was asked about it last night, and she said this.
Whatever James Comey intent, he and people like him need to be held to account according to the law, which is something that he claims to have given his life for and stands by the rule of law. Fantastic. The rule of law says people like him who issue direct threats against the President of the United States, essentially issuing a call to assassinate him, must be held accountable under the law.
Do you believe Comey should be in jail?
I do.
Do you?
Did you hear that? They're saying a call to assassinate the president. Do you think he should be in jail if that's actually what he meant? And for someone to say he doesn't know what that meant and he was a former FBI director, that makes no sense. He knew exactly what he was doing. And that's not something you just toss around lightly. Whether Comey actually meant it that way or not, perception is everything. And in this climate where tensions are high and chaos is everywhere, you better be wise with what you post. You don't just casually write 8647 and act like it's nothing. Let's continue watching.
So I saw that this morning. You know, there's a big time gap. And he knew exactly what that meant. A child knows what that meant. If you're the FBI director and you don't know what that meant assassination. And it says it loud and clear. Now, he wasn't very competent, but he was competent enough to know what that meant. And he did it for a reason, and he was hit so hard. Because people like me, and they like what's happening with our country. Our country has become respected again, and all this. And he's calling for the assassination of the president.
Obviously, he apologized and said he doesn't.
Well, he
wasn't
apologized
calling for violence. But
look, he's a very bad.
What do you want to see happen? What do you want to see happen?
I don't want to take a position on it because that's going to be up to Pam and all of the great people. I have Cash, I have Pam, I have great people. And I'm going to let them, because if I tell you something, they'll say, oh, I'm not going to get involved. But I will say this, I think it's a terrible thing. And when you add his history to that, if he had a clean history, he doesn't. He's a dirty cop. He's a dirty cop. And if he had a clean history, I could understand if there was a leniency. But I'm going to let them make that decision. But he knew exactly what it said.
It's a dangerous time. I see security around here. It's very tight. You're in the Middle East. You've had two assassinations.
If this happened to one of the presidents before Trump, besides Trump, obviously this is his second term, but if this happened to Biden or Obama and somebody put this, what do you think would happen? That person would be in jail.
Assassination attempts. One, obviously, where you got hit by that bullet in Butler. There's a lot of frustration that we still don't know about that shooter in Butler. And we don't know about his communications. We get stonewalled all the time asking questions about it. Is there frustration on your part? Will we get transparency? Will we know the bottom line story?
It's very interesting because we have great people. I think Pam is incredible. I think Cash is incredible. And they're doing a great job. They're being recognized as doing a great job. I was given an explanation early on, you know, sort of a little bit pre them. And I thought it was strange. You know, the one guy had 18 cell phones. Okay. I have a lot of cell phones, but I have like 2. You know, I call that a lot. And I think I probably make more calls than him. It's like, that's all I do. And I had to, why does somebody have 18? Another one, the first one from Butler, he had 3 apps, very unusual apps, and 2 of them were foreign apps. And then he ends up with a white shoe lawyer, meaning a super lawyer from Pittsburgh, you know, the big city. And they live outside of Butler in a little place. Where did they get this lawyer that would represent IBM and would represent ExxonMobil?
But you're the president. Can't you find out?
No, I know. I'm relying on...
There's something clearly going on. The president's even saying it right now. 18 cell phones, high-powered lawyers. Where did this just come from out of the blue to protect this kid? Who hired this kid? What's actually going on? Trump's not just venting, he's exposing. This is spiritual warfare in real time. This isn't just about tech or court cases. This is about principalities being shooken when this comes to the surface. There's something behind the scenes going on here, and everybody is seeing it.
And my people to tell me what it is. You know, we have deep-seated craziness in this country, and I'm relying on my people. And so far, they're good, but so far and in this case, it's Secret Service. They tell me it's fine. But it's a little hard to believe, to be honest with you, okay? It's a little bit hard to believe as I get that throbbing feeling.
Yeah.
I get a little throbbing feeling.
Well, if you find out, we'd love to know.
This isn't just politics. It's about law, safety, and what's really going on behind the scenes. The public deserves an answer. Will they get it? That's yet to be seen. I don't know. And if I were to bet on it, I would say no. Let me know in the comments, what do you think Comey was doing? Do you think he knew exactly what he was doing? Or was it just coincidence? Regardless of what it was, we need to pray, we need to fast, we need to pray and intercede for our nation, for our leaders, for our president. Whether it's a president you like or don't like, you are called to pray for your leaders. Every day we live is closer to the time of Jesus returning. Is he coming back tomorrow? I don't know. But what I do know is every day we live is closer to his return. Let's stay prayed up. Let's stay ready. Let's stay on fire for the Lord. No matter all this chaos, everything else, and to me, it's all distractions. It's distractions to keep you away from what you're really supposed to be doing. What you're really supposed to be doing is seeking the Lord, taking care of your family, spreading the gospel, healing the sick, casting out demons, and preaching the gospel to all nations, and then he will return. Does that mean you have to travel to all nations? No. It means wherever you work, that's your mission field. Share the gospel. Share your testimony. There's somebody that needs to hear what you went through, what Jesus brought you out of. Thank you so much for joining. And again, let me know down in the comments what you think about this, and we'll talk about it, and we'll see you next week.